make it go with the music.
I tell you, man, you do look at the markets and there really is like this sense of a floor, like a bit of resiliency. It's not, yeah, it feels good. I mean, look, consolidation is what it is, but it's just kind of nice to see the way it's behaving.
Yep. At 40, was it 41 was that resistance?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Let's see.
Which I tell you, man, you talk about like putting in the bar for the year. Now everybody's going to be marking their 2022 returns on, that lower bar, right? And again, for institutional money, that's all that matters. But, for you, me, and the rest of the home gamers, like it doesn't really much. We don't live by that same, within that 12-month calendar window. That's what gives us a bit of an advantage because we're not beholden to that construct. But lower bar.
Mm-hmm.
CDM sending out the good vibes. That's
good
what we
vibes.
need.
That
right. is what we need.
Good vibes and caffeine.
That's right. Caffeine's better than what you were drinking last stream, Joe.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That was the game was on. Georgia game was on.
Oh, and they won, right? Man,
so my rare day, I was going to drink. I was going to sit and drink that whole night and watch that game.
Congrats.
Yep. That was fun. You know what's sad about that? Georgia wins, and they were like, this is the first time they won since 1980. And I remember watching that game in 1980.
Wow.
They said 41 years ago. I'm like, oh, Jesus. Makes you feel old when you remember watching that game.
Totally.
Like, the last time they won was 41 years ago.
So AD's like bringing the hate already. Like this is the first comment in the stream. What's going on?
Oh my God.
I know. Wow.
Let's go to good vibes. Let's switch it to good vibes.
Tell us how you really feel.
Tough house.
I know. We were just commenting that the market mechanics for Bitcoin feels pretty good, feels pretty orderly, feels like there's a bit of a put going in. We worry me, man. Worry me. You got me with the all caps. I took the bait.
You never know. He might have leveraged something and lost everything, and
it's true.
Then hates the market now.
It happens.
Bought a bunch of cat girl and then lost all his money. I'm going to sell all my Bitcoin and buy bonds like a good. Yeah, right.
Yeah, holy cow. I've shorted bonds hard. Heard.
All right, let's get going. Right. Never believe all caps. Never believe all caps. All right, it's Crypto Chat Live, and it's a new year. I'm Joe. There's Sean, the robot in the center, the creator of Dynamo, the oracle of Dynamo, and Keith over in his living room on the right-hand side.
The other guy. The other guy. We're just got to log into this stream.
We're just the other two guys.
Exactly. Yep. We're here to educate, inform, and entertain, and Sean will be doing most of the educating, and between Joe and I will entertain and inform.
And yes. And let's get to our ex-girlfriend of a market, the crypto market, which is the psycho bipolar ex-girlfriend that we know. We are hanging around 43. That's where she's bottomed out. She must be on her meds by now because we've been bouncing around 41, back up to 43. Ethereum, 33. That's good. Let's start creeping back up, which means Aave is going to be going up back up too because it just follows what Ethereum does. Matic follows Bitcoin. Solana kind of just does its own thing, just like Binance. So today, actually, the market's looking pretty good. We got around 2 trillion. We want our 3 trillion that we've had for such a long time. But I like this right here. Everybody follows Plan B, the Oracle. Everybody, I had it up. Oh, my old rant right here. Let's just get away from that. Anyway, Plan B says the bounce is going to be epic. He posted that 11 hours ago. Do you believe him? Is this it? Or is Sean the Oracle?
Bitcoin 100,000.
My setup. This is my setup. Everybody just died and got quiet.
That was good. You just went, it's up, it's up. Jump ball, baby.
I just it right there.
I spend maybe half an hour a day going through the fundamentals of some of the other big projects to see what people are doing. In some ways to see directionally what we should be trying to do. What are use cases? And I found a very interesting site today that was a Solana-based NFT marketplace strictly for playable play-to-earn NFT. So if you want to get listed on this thing, you have to have a project. There's a whole due diligence process. It's all sort of very legit. They're trying to, you have to have an entity, and there's a whole, name your officers and all these kinds of things. But all they do is list NFTs that are used in games. It has to be functional. It has to be like a thing that you use in a game. And that's on Solana, actually. And I thought, that's very interesting that people are moving, to Solana with that sort of very laser focused thing. And one of the great things about them is fast block time, low transaction fees, low minting fees, all those great things we hear about Binance, are applicable to them too. So I see those kinds of things now on other chains. That's very interesting. I think the institutionalization of crypto. So, I think it's still got a lot of runway here and a great future. This is the internet in 1988 or whatever, where everybody's still just trying to figure out what it means.
Yeah, and the bounce, though, I'll weigh in on that. We were just talking about that prior to going live, that, with the market retracement at the end of the year, it really just lowered the bar. It lowered the bar for 2022. This way, it'll give runway for a beautiful print in the crypto space in 2022, which will build momentum, build confidence, bring more people in. It really is all good. Honestly, that pullback at the end of the year was one of the biggest gifts that you could give 2022.
As long as you didn't get taken out because you were at 100x leverage, right? but
exactly. Anybody, and if you've been holding for longer than 5 minutes, you did pretty good. If you were day trading, December, okay, might not have been good.
I just can't understand people that leverage in crypto, because this market moves. Bitcoin will move $10,000.
Yeah, a lot of people pushing the leverage
for no reason. And who
that's
you not learned by now in this market?
That's leverage trading without a bot, very, very hard. I read 2 articles today, sort of mainstream stuff, and one was crypto is worthless. The other one was crypto is here to stay forever. It was so bipolar. So it's still not a great message. But I remember reading things, in the 80s about the internet is only for child porn, right? They literally said stuff like that. It's all because Silk Road was very heavy and everything. And everybody said it's only for criminals, right? And that's exactly where we are now. So.
And Sean, you'll love this one, man. I was reading a report, and there was sort of a similar vein, and they chose a quote from the former CEO of Merrill Lynch back in the 90s. Forgive, I don't remember his name. The quote attributed to him was, nobody will ever use the internet to buy or trade or sell stocks.
Oh, that was Dave Kamansky. That was right before Stan. Yes.
Oh, okay, yep. I was like, wow, that's exactly what he said. Phenomenal. Amazing. And now not only is it ubiquitous, it's free, right? All these guys have cut their commission to free. So it's so far eclipsed that 180 of a prediction. And I think crypto will be the same thing. And I think you had said it during one of the previous streams, stop talking in terms of coins and currency. It's just you're solving problems, right? Where we have solutions to problems. You have a viable business product and a use case. Stay focused on that.
Yeah, exactly. Money, key, I think.
And the biggest problem is calling it currency. They should be calling it software projects. And I think it would move forward better instead of calling it coins and currency and tokens, and people think they're gambling and having fun to make money, and this is software projects.
Yep.
I'm having fun, Joe. What about you? Are you having fun?
I'm having a blast with
I'm having fun.
Why not?
Follow what it
It's
is.
just going to bounce up and down. That
Exactly.
crazy market. We're getting a request for the fear and greed. Dun, dun, dun.
I bet it's still maybe it's like moved up. No,
Wow,
uglier than I thought. Uglier than I thought.
Extreme fear, extreme fear, extreme fear. Jesus Christ.
The world is still ending.
Which I got to say that to me that really is a fascinating print because again you're seeing a bit of stability. It's funny. I almost look at the fear and greed as like a VIX indicator, and I would have thought that would have moved a little closer to the yellow. But
wow, what is this? What is this based on? What are they doing? Like social?
It's a mix. Why measure the fear and greed? It's market behavior is very emotional. What is it? It's off of It's supposed to be a combination of the FOMO online FOMO.
Huh.
Yeah.
Interesting.
That's
So
what
like
I've always
social-
understood it as.
So like social sentiment, Joe?
Kind of like a social sentiment, just like
Okay.
Trade the Chain right here.
right,
Trade
right,
the Chain
right.
basically goes off of social sentiment.
I read today that that NFTs as a a category or whatever had like record sales last week or something like that. It was like the best week ever of NFTs. That things are just incredibly strong still based on OpenSea and Wearable. I think it's just a sign of the times. I don't get that print. That's
right. Let all that paper money just wash away. Just yep. Let's get the real fans in here. Let all those other people. I think it's a casino right here. This is a casino.
gambling.
Yeah.
Reminds me of that the quote from Casablanca when they're in the back room and they have to bust somebody. So the corrupt police chief comes back in there and says, "Oh, gambling! There's not gambling going on in here. Yeah, who would have thought?" Like that kind of thing. It really feels like that in a lot of ways.
Here you go. You wouldn't see this crazy time. Coinbase announces 4 weeks of the company-wide shutdown. They want to just basically give all their employees a break because of burnout.
Crypto is exhausting for sure.
Yeah.
No question about
Look at that. But what other exchange would you ever see? Can you see the NASDAQ just saying, "Hey, we're going to give everybody a month off"? You know what happened to the market? A month off.
Joe, give it a little detail because I mean they're not shutting
No,
down.
I
They're
think
rotating.
it's still going to be
right?
running. It's just there less employees. They realized in 2020 that many of the employees were taking enough time. They weren't taking enough time off to recharge, so they're going to try to give a lot more people breaks, basically.
But I mean, what a misleading title. I mean, again, that just borderlines on
company-wide shutdown.
Right. That's it.
Coordinated recharge.
Coinbase is not gonna. What?
Yeah,
I
know.
Yeah.
But here, it's a coordinated 4 weeks of a coordinated recharge time. So basically, they'll just like recycle people off to give everybody a real break.
Yeah. Well, look, I mean, it's standard practice in the financial industry to have a mandatory 2 week.
Yeah.
4 is unusual.
Most people on Wall Street don't want to take any. I mean, when I worked there, we never took vacation. It was just too 24/7, too intense. Plus, most of those people are very young. They don't have families, and they're very dedicated to growing their careers. Right, those are their extreme prime earning years. Many people are making 7 figures. You're not going to take 2 weeks off because some other guy's going to come in and start doing your job. You won't come back to your job. It's very cutthroat on Wall Street. So, I don't know. Is crypto any different? Look, Coinbase has a pile of cash, right? So they don't care. They can do this, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see what else we got going on.
I sent you an article that was interesting about a Polygon hack, and I've been following the. I hopped into the Discord and was looking at it at what the message was around that their socials, and it's remarkably quiet actually. Because I guess there's some criminal investigation going on. Something like $18 million got stolen from a hot wallet. They're not quite sure who did it. The employee left the keys open is still there. It's like some kind of mistake or something, but it really shows you, there's a lot of vulnerability here, and without the, I hate to say this, because you say, okay, without the regulation and controls, but you really don't know either. I mean, look at something like TransUnion, right? One of the most heavily regulated companies on the planet, and they lost 200 million people's identities, right? So, I don't know. Does regulation really help? But you do seem to see a recurring theme here of legitimate hacks, not like rug pulls where the company says, "Oh, sorry, we lost all your money," and then they close their doors. But like they're still around and they're trying to cooperate with law enforcement. That one seemed to be one of them, and it was interesting because they were backed by Animoca, which is almost a household name in NFT play to earn space. Mm-hmm. Some major backers. So. Yeah, and that's utterly false, right? They didn't exploit a Polygon bug. They hacked a live wallet. It's so much clickbait.
Yeah, that's what you do. You go and find which can be clickable.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Until you read the details.
Yeah. But yeah, it's interesting.
But it seems like Polygon kind of gets their wallets hacked a little more than everybody else.
This is not it. This was a it was one just in the last couple of days. This is something from December. I don't know what this is.
Okay.
But yeah, it was January 10th or 9th or something like that. That was from a while ago. But it was some an NFT project. Very well respected, and Frosties. That's it.
Frosties. Yes.
This is the rug pull, which I think is interesting. Again, there still ends up being a lot of people that are falling for these things. The interesting takeaway about Frosties was that even though they removed the scammers removed all the liquidity, the community lived on, and they actually made their own Discord and started creating their own liquidity and started like keeping the project alive. It did go from $2 to 7 cents or something like that, but yeah, the community kind of backed it. Kind of really interesting. So, that was the interesting thing about Frosties.
Well, you get it. Yeah. The community didn't want it to die, so it's kind of a good sign of crypto as a whole that even though they got scammed, the community was trying to figure out a way to rescue, the project or the money, even if it was a scam or not. It shows that the scammers still can't control it.
Right.
In some cases, trying to find a positive out of it.
Yeah, it depends on how the wallets are controlled and if the smart contracts are locked or unlocked and what the liquidity is and stuff like that. I don't know in this case what it was, but yeah, a lot of people can kind of take the project and run with it themselves. If they have 10,000 people that are interested in it, keep it going. Cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yep, it's going to continue to happen.
Yeah.
Regulation is not going to fix it because anybody can go out there on the internet and create one.
I mean, how many real estate scams or rental scams or Craigslist? I mean, there's tons and tons of scams out there. They take all the arrows because they're in the crosshairs of Congress and big banks. But there's tons of scams out there all the time. IRS tax refund scams.
The big banks have their own scams, man.
Yeah.
Come on.
Bounce check fees.
Yep. Ghost accounts.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Messages off to the side. I've been Slack over here. Dayless, when do hacker hoodies become laughable? That would be great.
There's a little.
I mean, well, hackers are hacker hoodies. What is he trying to mean?
Well, why do they always show a guy with a hoodie over?
Yeah. Oh, okay, yeah, I like that.
Like, who's hacking is sitting at their keyboard with a hoodie on? Like, you don't have to. So it's this iconic, what people think.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right. Do we want to jump in any Dynamo stuff today, or what are we doing here?
Just been cranking away on Cryptodes. We finished all the logic in terms of how the traits are, and that's actually what I was working on just before this. I'm going to mint all the cryptos tonight and create the minting page. We'll do a test tomorrow with a very limited private audience, maybe 4 or 5 people, just to make sure that the mechanics are working correctly. We've done a bunch more animations with the guy, the animator. So yeah, definitely a lot of things going on. I have a playable demo coming tomorrow. We're gonna test that out on Android and PC.
Nice.
I gotta figure out how to build the iOS version, but definitely moving along. I think we'll probably start the marketing like next week. So very, very close. Now that all the stuff with the miner is out of the way, I'm 100% focused on it.
Nice.
Yep.
Yep.
I can't wait to see the game mechanics of it, man. I can't. Super excited about that. I know that the artwork is brilliant, but
yeah, a lot of really cool mechanics stuff. It's gonna be like a fun game to play, not just like, I mean, Axie is kind of interesting where you just line them up and then they battle each other. You don't have to do anything. This one you actually have to play. You have to have some mechanics, and there is interaction. You have to make decisions about which thing to play in which turn. It's kind of like an animated version of Hearthstone in some ways, or Angry Birds Epic. But yeah, it'll actually be fun to play.
Cool.
Yeah, and then I'm also working on getting Isle of Trials going. CDM and I had a bunch of conversations today about next steps, and we'll get some playable demos there in the next few days too. I mean, we already have a playable demo, but we're going to revive all that and get playing.
But we're bringing in a little more bench strength on that one, right?
And we'll bring in some developers in the next, couple of weeks. Obviously, recruiting is incredibly hard right now, but yeah, we'll definitely third-party hire for that.
Yes.
Cool. Dallas wants to know what the rules are. He wants to know what the cheat is.
Yeah, what's the rules on the any cheat codes?
Yeah,
right.
No cheat.
Yeah, make at least one or two cheat codes, like when we were on the original Nintendo. You had the little up, down to sneak to a special level.
Yeah, you could probably bot it, but it won't help you to make any more. I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm sure they will try. I'm sure.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Somebody will.
We'll have to decide if we want to allow bots or not. I mean, it won't ruin the game if just a bunch of bots are playing. We still make money, but I don't know. I have to think about that.
Okay.
Carmina's calling you out, Joe. She's telling you should learn to code.
I agree.
Hiring people.
Yeah.
Every day I do what I do, I'm like, I'd rather be learning how to code and do this. I need more hours in my day.
Don't we all?
Yeah, I know. But just like a coder, at least I know that one of the things of coding is being able to spend long amounts of time at the computer. My average day is 16, 17 hours. So
yeah.
No, the hardest part I already do. And I'm not today I had to lug 3 cameras and 4 lights. It was a 3-story walk up.
Oh my God.
Walk up 3 stories with all that gear. Yay!
You need like a Sherpa.
10 people must be living there. That's why all the New Yorkers are thin. It's all those walk-ups.
I know. I love the way it's cozy. Was it pre World War II? That just means walking 3 floors.
Yeah, no elevator. We are starting on the NFT marketplace as well. We're going to publish. We found like 3 different templates. We're going to probably just pick one of them and publish that, and then we'll form. That'll be a third-party commercial venture as well, but try to form some a company around that, and then get some partners to run it and build it. So that's coming as well soon.
Awesome.
Excellent.
Just executing on all the stuff that we were trying to push in mid-December. So.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's what happens in December. It always slows down whether you want it or not.
Yeah.
Everybody has holidays and everything. Except you. You didn't have a holiday to enjoy.
Not really.
You were working your butt off.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm living a double life. Work, hang out with the family. Yep. Don't we all? That is our life. It's the life of an adult. Yeah. Nothing really going on. Just hanging out at 43,000. sitting
Better than 38 or whatever the hell it was.
Yeah. I'm telling you that it's a really healthy chart, a sign of a mature chart. It's a mature market.
Yep. Yep.
Quite
33,
maturing, yeah.
33, 47. I mean, that's, you're looking at 20, 28 something 4 or 5 days ago, right?
Yeah. See if you can see it better. Yeah.
That's
I know.
Yeah.
Bitcoin dominance at 30 and basically 40. They usually a sign of altcoin season. But I mean, you don't really have the traditional with so many coins now. You can't really say altcoin season. Now you have NFT season. You have gaming season. Almost like there's money going in so many places. I don't even think that number even works anymore.
Yeah.
I've never liked that word.
I know you don't like altcoin, but until these other coins stop being Bitcoin's bitch.
Yep.
Yeah, I know. It's just like a kid on the playground, like Bitcoin versus all.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Just like Bitcoin needs to stop moving with the stock market. Total Mayhem will be awesome. NFT marketplace will be aesthetic. He's like she's marketing here. Listen to her.
She's a pro
marketing queen.
A vendor at the house. I know. It's so funny too. Like when I have contractors over at the warehouse, because we've got $500,000 worth of equipment there, and they know right away. No matter who they are, I don't care if they're taking out a window or an electrician or anything else. They're like, "Oh, you're mining cryptocurrency." Like they know right away. And I'm like, yeah, glad I got insurance.
And the worst part is, Sean, you have insurance to get for the money back from the GPUs.
I know.
You won't be able to get GPUs.
I know.
You lose in the end.
We did finally get a source in China. I bought another 450 cards, 3060s, which is very low power. I'm very happy about that. Last shipment before Chinese New Year, and then we're going to try to pick up some more in February once the Chinese supply chain comes back up. But yeah, it has loosened up a bit. The interesting thing that my contact told me, she said, if you don't want to buy these, we're just going to keep them because now we're mining. We've got these warehouses in central China where the power is cheap. And I said, I thought they banned all that. She said, no, they let it back. It's wide open again. So
headlines.
I know the fake news of the Chinese government news.
Mm-hmm.
You never
Didn't
know what
last
they're really
long
talking
at all,
about.
did it?
Yep.
So,
well, that's also a valid point. You might get GPUs you think are brand new and have been used for about a year and a half.
With this particular supplier, I trust. I mean, we sit on WhatsApp FaceTime, and she's walking around the warehouse. I can see the engineers actually putting the cards together and everything else. It's a operation that they have. It's really cool too. It's just a mom and pop shop with about 30 employees in the middle of downtown Shenzhen, and they're just like really, just like normal real people making a living, and very, very, I'm blessed to have that contact. When you wire $250,000 to Hong Kong, you're kind of like, okay, hope I get something.
And it sounds like the way Ethereum's going, the mining is not going to end anytime soon. It's going to be like 2025 now.
ETH 2.0, they're being very dodgy on it. First was Q1 of this year. That's now first. Some other people are saying, Q1 of 2023. Who knows? And I'm not worried, frankly, because there's 7 or 8 other coins. Maybe they're 50% of the revenue, but there's 7 or 8 other ones that you can mine that have enough liquidity to make it profitable. So you can, I'm not like I was worried a little bit before because it was like just Raven or nothing. Now you got Algo, you got Ergo, you got Litecoin, you got all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, and there are legitimate exchanges, so it's easy to exchange them out.
They got liquidity, they got market cap. They can absorb the mining from ETH. So now I'm much more comfortable with mining long term. Years, right? Unless crypto is banned or something. I don't know. Yeah,
mm-hmm.
It feels like a much more viable passive income source.
But 3060s.
450.
Those 3090s are super fast. 3060s are good.
Yeah.
3090s are so expensive.
The really interesting thing about these 3060s was that they were destined for laptops, and they found a way to channel off the dies, remove the low hash rate restriction, but they're still super low power because they were laptop chips. So it's a 3060 getting like 50 mega hash per chip, but it's like, I don't know, 40 watts per card. It's crazy.
Okay.
Low power. Yeah, and very cool. So hopefully these end up being a win. I'm gonna be very happy with it. Yep.
Nice. You just need more space.
I'm filling up my warehouse, and I actually had a phone call off to somebody earlier today to rent a new warehouse. Yeah, we're gonna get a new warehouse. So, yep.
Oh my god.
Building it out.
You should just buy some shipping containers and do it in your backyard.
Yeah.
Oh, the neighbors would love that, I'm sure.
Yeah, I know.
Matt.
Yeah.
Shipping containers.
Sure it's zoned.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right.
Cool.
Ready to shut it down. Love the efficiency.
Yep. I gotta get back to cryptos.
Get back
Yes.
to cryptodes. Get to work, Sean. All right, guys. We will see you on Friday. Until then, goodbye.
Cool. Sounds good. Until then.